Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rashad Terry, professional makeup artist and licensed esthetician, owner and founder of Rashad Terry Global Beauty. And today we're going to be talking about sunscreen. You need to wear sunscreen. You need to wear sunscreen. You need to wear sunscreen. Make sure you put on sunscreen. Put on your sunscreen. You need to wear sunscreen. We hear it all the time, right? But we never actually know why. What's the why behind sunscreen? So the why behind sunscreen is simple. Sun damage, cancer, hyperpigmentation, and sunburn. It's really simple. To avoid those things, you need protection. Protection of your skin, not just the moisturizer, not just your beautiful skincare products that you wear regularly. Sunscreen is important. In my opinion, sunscreen is the #1 anti-aging agent there is in the world. You can wear as many anti-aging creams as you want, retinol serums, glycolic acids. You can wear all of that, but if you do not protect the skin, you're counteracting everything that you're doing to preserve that beautiful skin of yours. So, you want to wear a sunscreen in SPF 30 or higher. Now there's been a debacle about whether you should wear SPF 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. The difference between a SPF 30 and an SPF 50 is a 1% difference. So with that being said, as long as you have an SPF 30 or higher, you are fine. So let's talk a little bit about UV rays. There's two types of UV rays, UVA and UVB. The difference between the two is A stands for aging, B stands for burning. Now UVA rays are a little bit more sensitive because they penetrate to the second layer of skin and cause damage down into the dermis of the skin at a shorter wavelength than B. So it's important that you have a broad spectrum sunscreen that covers UVA, UVB. You may see broad spectrum, you may see UVA, UVB. In my opinion, always look to make sure that it covers both. So UVA is responsible for the aging. UVB is responsible for the burning. So that sunburn that we get, the icky sunburn, that's what's going to protect you from that, the UVB. UVB rays are strongest in their times between 10 and 2. You need to make sure that you have on your sunscreen throughout the day, even when you're in the house. Why? Because the lights, these beautiful lights that we use to see inside of our homes, are causing the same damage that the sun rays are as well. So that's why you need to wear your sunscreen. So there's this clause that we oftentimes see on sunscreen packaging, and it says provides protection up to 80 minutes. I want to point out that that protection up to 80 minutes, that reapplication of that sunscreen is solely on the worst conditions, meaning you're spending majority of your time outdoors, maybe you're in water, you need to reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours. If you get in water, after you get out the water, up to 80 minutes, that sunscreen is still valid. Why? Because you're outdoors, you're sweating, you're perspiring, you may be in water, beach water, different things like that. So that's going to remove your sunscreen and lessen the efficacy of your product. So when you're thinking of it in that sense, you want to make sure that you are reapplying your sunscreen every 2 hours, or if you get in water, you are reapplying that sunscreen every 80 minutes. Now, on a regular day, let's paint a picture. You wake up, you put on your sunscreen, assuming that you applied it liberally. You are going into the office to do work. You're sitting in the office all day. For the most part, you've been inside, indoors all day. Your sunscreen application is fine in situations like that. A reapplication is recommended, but it's not going to be detrimental to the efficacy of the sunscreen that you applied that morning. I do personally recommend that you layer your sunscreens. A lot of people will put on sunscreen and because it's in their moisturizer, they automatically say, oh, I applied your moisturizer has an SPF 15 in it, or your moisturizer has an SPF 15, like your tinted moisturizer or your foundation. I would recommend that you layer that sunscreen because you definitely want to have the efficacy of your sunscreen present at all times. So sometimes you will see on sunscreen bottles PA with 1, 2, 3, or 4 plus signs. What does that mean? So the PA is just the way that Japan regulates and calculates how much protection you have in that for UVA protection. So that's a little bit more thorough in detail and separation between the UVB and UVA. I hope that was helpful to you guys. I hope that you learned something new today. If you learned something new, let me know down in the comments below what was your takeaway from this video. Once again, my name is Rashad Terry. I'm a licensed esthetician, owner and founder of Rashad Terry Global Beauty. You can find all of my many skincare products at rashadterry.com, as well as book services and learn other great things like this on the website. Hope to see you there. Make sure you share this with someone who's in need of the information. And don't be selfish. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I will see you guys next time for another installment here on my YouTube channel. Bye.